Well, hey there, Megan Heidelberg to Marcus Gasson from Your Carolina every weekday morning at 9. And this week we are making sure you are staying healthy, but also they're really good recipes on how to feed like a young athlete to just fun meals.
Exactly. Our both nutritionists we had on, they gave us some great information. So here are some of the things you may have missed on Your Carolina.
We have got holistic nutritionist Miss Brady Godfrey with 3 busy sporty boys of her own. And girl, what you eat can kind of affect how you play, how you train. So we got you to show us some good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so proud of myself because I eat a couple of these. So
I'm so proud of you.
What are you eating a couple
I'm
of?
fixing some stuff.
I love it how you're
Fixing
plating
it.
as we're going live.
Yeah.
But see, we do this, but instead of honey, I do Nutella.
Well, that's okay.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
okay.
So
That's
he's
okay.
like, whew.
And
Wait,
local
that's
honey
the
too. I love that.
Yeah.
I love
I love
Be
it.
Well.
So there's a lot of confusion with snacks. A lot of people are like, well, I've got to do this. Really and truly, what we want is whole foods.
Yep.
What we want too, guys, it's important. You know, I talk a lot about protein. It's good to balance the blood sugar when the kids are getting home from school, but kids need a lot of carbohydrates, especially if they're going to be super active in sports. So honey's a really good one too to throw in there. You can even, like Reddington, where did I put those? I have honey sticks somewhere. I don't know where I put them.
Yeah.
But you can get these little honey sticks, and Red will eat those a lot. You can put it on, I like to drizzle it on apples.
Apples are so good. I mean,
They're so good.
Just biting into it gives you that crunch.
And they're about to
it
be
feels
super in season.
Right.
Yes.
We have so many
So
great local
good.
apple orchards. Go there, support
Go
them.
there.
Buy the apples, stock up for the whole season.
And they're a great source of fiber. So when you look at what to do, these snacks do not have to be complicated. It can be as easy as a turkey sandwich.
I mean, go with the OG.
An OG, that's an OG in our house because that's a quick and easy one, especially if you're traveling in the car, you can make it, throw it at them.
And then like, you know, do you do like the Applegate
Yes,
turkey?
the Applegate turkey.
I mean, it's like,
And
you
even
know,
the
9 to 13 grams of
It's
protein
so good.
per
Even
piece.
like the boar's head has nitrate. Most of their meats are nitrate free if you're worrying about that. Just try and get some whole foods in them in the afternoon instead of just grabbing just a bunch of bag snacks.
Yes.
You know, try and get something like for their lunch boxes, especially Red, it's like grab a fruit and a vegetable and a protein. But same with snacks. Grab a fruit, grab a vegetable, and then pair it with something. You know, you can even, these are really great little granola bars that are good. Something that's going to give them a carbohydrate to keep them going, because they have to go a lot.
I feel like you make a lot of bad decisions just because you're not prepared for the moment. And I mean, the athletes, yes, but the marching band people out there, the cheerleaders, everybody needs some snacks.
And what I see, especially in our girls, is they won't eat. They'll have like a Starbucks in the morning, and then they get to work out or something or whatever they're doing or any afternoon activity, and they're like, well, I've had like a granola bar all day.
See, I'm bad. Brady, you would yell at me because I was
that girl?
I was at Hot Work this morning. I've already done
Are
2
you
Hot
that
Work
girl?
sauna segments, and I won't eat until about 1 o'clock this afternoon.
I would die. I would be so
I would be
unimaginable.
really,
Like you
really
would
mad.
not
I
be
think
able
I'll
to
be way
work
more
with me.
snatched than I am.
But for adults, like, you know, we've talked about this fasting, that might work for you. That's
Maybe.
great.
I wish it would start working.
But sometimes, Jay, it can have the opposite effect. Your body could be in starvation mode. You know what I mean? It's like holding on to everything. It's like, I'm starving, so I can't burn anything.
Like if, you know, because I play around with everything. With fasting for me, this is like a side tangent, but like it made me want to eat more throughout the, like during that
During your time, you could
so
eat.
I just was all off. But going back to this, you know, almonds are great. These chomp sticks are amazing.
I really do. You got me on.
I do
You
carry
got
those.
me on to
Yes,
these are great,
those-
especially for hiking.
I keep
or
those in the bag.
If you're traveling tomorrow on your
Yeah.
way to Disney, this is a
And
great.
I
Disney
throw them in my
snack.
pocket. But yeah, Disney snack.
Yes.
So finding the whole foods that you need, don't overcomplicate this, but get some quality foods in your kids in the afternoon. Try not for them just to keep like grabbing snacks. And another thing, people are like, well, I don't want to feed them like sandwich, we're going to eat dinner. I don't pay attention to that. I really don't care. If my kids eat quality snacks and they're not as hungry for dinner, that's okay. They can eat a little. I mean, I have boys, they're always eating. But even if I didn't, I'd be like, that's okay. Like, eat a little bit of it and eat a good quality snack later. I think we get really, really kind of crazy about, you know, having to eat a full meal at dinner when you're all over the place. Give them a quality snack and you're not so freaked out.
And then on
about
those
the
days
dinner.
that you're doing a family dinner when everyone has sports,
Then
then
maybe
don't give them a turkey sandwich beforehand.
exactly.
But like this is
But
perfect.
I don't know about, I mean, mine come home starving.
Starving, like
so
they've never
I
eaten.
want them to eat. I mean, mine eat like 18 meals a day. But
Same.
Of course they do.
Yes.
And really good ones, probably.
yeah.
Which is
For the most part, you know, they can eat.
Yeah, because they're kids, so of course you're going to throw in some junk. But if y'all want to
Absolutely.
get like some great ideas, especially on how to store it, go to your Facebook page. I get
Yes.
envy every time I
Oh,
see
yes.
your back to school with. I mean, she has it so set up, so it's just you know.
Organization's a big key to making this work. If you're not organized with it, then you're going to, like for me, it takes me 5 minutes to put together lunch boxes and stuff, and the boys will help. Obviously the older ones do, but like Red will help even because they can just pull the containers out, put it in. It just makes it one less step. I'm big on like habit building.
Yep.
And you're just efficient. I like to be efficient. Have it done Sunday. It doesn't take that long. And if you do the same, I mean, we eat the same things every day. You're gonna have the same produce basically. So don't overcomplicate
It's
things.
easy to get it. Brady,
plums. I fell in love with plums when I was in the Pacific Northwest. They had some Hawaiian punch flavored ones. They don't put anything in them. That's just the way they taste.
Red's on a big plum kick right now.
Get into plums. It has all types of probably antioxidants, I'd imagine.
Yes,
I love it.
Yeah, we don't eat a lot of the dark colors. So
For
it's
more
good.
healthy snack ideas and organization ideas, find her online at BradyGodfrey.com. Thanks, girl.
Thanks,
That was
Brady.
good. I'll see you on the baseball field, the football field, all the fields.
All the fields.
All the fields.
All right.
The Things She Carried, a cultural history of the purse in America, from the women's rights movement to the civil rights movement. The purse has a story to tell, and a Furman professor is doing just that. We are joined in studio by Dr. Kathleen Casey from Furman to tell us more about her book. I cannot wait to dive in and read it. I've read, bits and pieces, and I am so intrigued. You have me looking at the purse or pocketbook or handbag, however you refer to it, in such a different way.
Yeah, it's this object that's everywhere, so much so that people don't even pay attention to it, right? And it turns out it has this very powerful role in history, that it's functioned as a really effective toolkit for women and for other marginalized people in many different spaces across generations and in different situations.
Okay, so you teach, what do you teach at Furman?
I'm the director of the Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies program, and I'm a professor of history as well, American history.
So this stuff kind of intrigues you anyway. What got you to do something so specific as the purse?
Yeah, well, it's interesting because it sounds like a tiny little subject, but it's also, once I started researching it, it became this expansive thing that blew up over 200 years and covered all these different social movements. I think growing up, I didn't really like things that were super girly, and for some reason I always felt like a purse was really like this announcement of my girliness.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean. Yes.
And so I was really resistant to that, and so for about a dozen years I actually carried around this sack, which you can see is
it's been
well
used.
loved.
It's been loved, girl. It has been loved.
It did not look like, it was all in one piece.
Yes,
there were no
at the
tatters
top,
when I first got it, but it just became part of me, almost like an extension of me. And people would comment on it, and I have one sister who was just mortified to be seen with me. She was like, I'm not going anywhere with you if you have that. I'm gonna put it in the garbage disposal when you're not looking. So it just made me think, what is it about this object that, one, has become so important and so feminized? Why are women always expected to carry this, and why is it something men cannot carry without all these other assumptions and associations being made? And so I was just interested about how purses became women's property over time, and also what women placed inside them to prepare for different moments in their lives, and how bags themselves have changed over time as well.
What's maybe the craziest thing that you learn? Because you do you get into the whole Rosa Parks. That's what got my attention, how she used her purse. It's almost like a statement too.
Yeah. And it's interesting because all of the sculptures that we have in memorials of Rosa Parks around the country all feature a purse, but no one actually knows the story of how she used her purse to integrate a white bus in Montgomery, Alabama in 1943, 12 years before she's ever arrested and becomes famous. She actually purposely drops her purse in the white section, just bends over and takes the seat right next to it. And so there was all these surprising moments where I found out women were really consciously, strategically using their purses to invade spaces in which they weren't supposed to be, or to protect their bodies. Like I talk about the long civil rights movement and how many women carrying these patent leather, matching hat, shoes, were actually carrying pistols inside their purses to protect themselves as they went to the polls, they integrated schools.
And even like I'm like in my like World War II era when I'm reading about like all these like women spies.
Yes.
And the stuff that they, you know, in the purse and like, you know, the men guards would check, and as long as it didn't rattle, there are all these hidden compartments. And it's like, you know, it's almost like a man doesn't want to go through a lady's purse. I mean, you know, it's like you look at all those, it's crazy.
And yet, like, purses for a long time, or pocketbooks, or handbags, depending on where you are, what age you are, what period we're talking about, they were the only access to privacy that a lot of women had, right? In a world where they didn't have the same access to public space as men, sometimes all they had was the 30 square inches or whatever that was in their handbag, and so they put the most important things in there. And when their purses were snatched, or when in the workplace they had to open them up to have them inspected to make sure they didn't steal things, it was this huge violation for them because it was their one and only space.
And that is so true. Even today, when like, you know, you're going to do a bag check, even if you don't have anything in there, you still feel like, oh.
Yes, it feels like you're being violated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, where can we get this?
So it's on Amazon, and it's also on bookshop.org, or you can order it directly from Oxford University Press.
I hope you're doing like a lot of book clubs and going around and talking, because like this conversation can go so much farther. You know what I mean? Like great conversation. Like I'd love to have you back more to talk even more about it. Very interesting.
Almost every woman I've met has got a story about her purse.
Yes. I love it.
It played an important moment in her life.
Furman, they're lucky to have you. So
thank you.
Very cool. You can get your book, like she said, on Amazon. All the information right there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Philip Gonzalez with Greenville Bike Taxi says, hey, call him up. Use him. And if you were in downtown Greenville about 20 minutes ago, you probably got a little show. Philip bringing in all of these on your own, one man, two big bikes.
2 cabs.
Makes it happen. Tell us about your company. How did you get involved in this?
So I grew up in Taylor, South Carolina. So I've been in the upstate, familiar with Greenville. Lived in Charleston for about 16 years throughout all of my 20s and most of my 30s. And drove a pedicab there and just had so much fun with it. It's a hospitality job with a little bit of physical agility involved in it.
A little bit,
so
a lot of it.
Just a little, yeah. So
from the humidity just to the riding alone.
Right, exactly. So wanted to bring it here, and that's what I did in 2023 as a taxi company.
Yeah.
We were just doing A to Bs. And then that kind of turned into taking the long way, and then that turned into us doing some tours. So we went from taxi company to scenic cruise company to tour company, and now we've got a wedding cab, we have a birthday cab, we can custom decorate cabs for big events. We do shuttles, so if you've got a big event where the parking lot's here and the venue's here and you got 200 people, we'll take you back and forth. So you name it, we'll make it happen, pretty much.
I mean, you can't have a day where you're like, I'm kind of low energy, because riding a bike is a lot of work, and then you load people on here. How do you stay in shape for all that?
You don't start the day of.
Right.
You hydrate, nourish, get some rest the day before. And then, you continue that throughout the day. Hydration is the biggest key.
Yes.
And then, to hold in that much water, nutrition is key too. So, but once you're going, I mean, it's such a fun job. Once you get going and you get that first couple rides and your energy's going, I mean, our shifts are 6 hours long. If you work, a lot of our guys and girls work doubles. Yeah. So we can do up to 12 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Fridays and Saturdays, we'll go all the way into the night. We might be on 10 a.m. to 2 a.m.
Well, I've seen you before, and you're not just like riding and not talking. Like every time I see you, like ride, and I'll see like look at that, like chat, like you're smiling, you're like really engaging the people too. So what do you get when you get this besides just getting from point A to point B?
It's an experience. It's an experience for sure, and that's how we attract our rides. Everyone's got their own selling technique, their own spiel, so to speak. Me, it's about the aura. Yeah. It's about having some fun music playing. Yeah. Riding around with one of your buddies, one of your best riding buddies, cutting up, having fun, and then people see you and they're like, what? They're having a lot of fun. Yeah. Like, how do I get into that? And so the way is, if you see us and we don't have anyone in the back, just flag us down.
Yeah.
We'll come and give you a ride. If we're on our way to get a ride, or if we have a ride already, we use these two-way radios. We'll instantaneously call someone out to you, and we'll have someone there in 5 minutes.
See, that is so cool, because I've always seen you. I'm like, I wonder, can I just be like, hey, can I hop on the back? So,
Say hey, flag us down. And then from that first ride on, you'll have one of our rider cards.
Okay.
So you'll have our number, program that into your phone. You'll have the driver's personal number too, so that's your personal driver for the day.
Yeah.
If you live in town, that's your personal driver forever.
Oh, I love that.
So yeah, there's a few ways to get us.
Okay.
Right then and now, and our Instagram, and just take a look at what we do, because a lot of people still don't realize it. Even if you know who Greenville Bike Taxi is, you might say, oh, bike taxi, I don't really need that right now.
Right.
Take a look. We have kids tours, wedding rides, we do history tours, brewery tours.
Oh, that's fun.
So, and any merchants interested in pairing up with us too, let us know. That's how we do our brewery and wine tours and stuff like that, is we go around and knock on doors and talk to people and say, hey, do you want to be part of this tour? And
see, that's so fun. I mean, I've lived in Greenville my whole life, but it's still like you can't keep up with everything that's going on. You know what I mean? So it's great to, hop on one of those, like, I didn't know, or that's what that was. I've driven past it every day.
Exactly. That's actually how it kind of formed from the taxi company to where we are now.
Yeah.
Is we started off as like, hey, here's a new way to get, for residents and visitors alike, here's a new way to get from your hotel or your house to your reservation at Halls, or to your picnic day at Unity Park. Like, call us, we'll be there in 5 to 10 minutes, we'll get you there in 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Then they wanted to take the long way, then they wanted to know the history on the long way. Put two and two together, there we are, yeah. Now we're doing history tours.
I think it is so fun. What a great way to do this, to really get out and explore the town. So again, if you see them, flag them down, go to the website. We'll put all this on our website so you can make sure you have it. Thanks, Philip.
Absolutely.
That's very fun.
Thank
and
you.
We're going to be watching as we do the show, as you get these back.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, if you peek down that way in about 10 minutes, you'll see me cruising down.
Yes.
It's a fun sight to see.
Get your phones ready. Very cool. Well, it's time for another Upstate's Top Teens presented by Ingalls, and we are joined by QL from 96.3 The Block to introduce you to a fantastic student doing great work here in our community. And QL, it was so fun when you saw Aaliyah walk in, because you're like, oh, wait.
Well, it's because her family is like popular TikTokers and YouTubers keeping up with the gentry. So when she came in, I was like, wait a minute, she looks a little familiar. I know her.
Yes.
But Aaliyah is here. She is our Upstate Top Teen. And I'm excited about this because we have partnered with Ingalls. And Ingalls is all about the community.
Yes.
They're all about the youth. And as we were going through our nominations, we saw Aaliyah Haygood out of the upstate of South Carolina. Actually, Greenville. You go to Hughes Academy.
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to the 8th grade right now?
Yes,
You're in the 8th grade right now. And she also has her own LLC. She is a makeup
Girl,
artist.
you're in the 8th grade with an LLC?
Yes.
How did you get into makeup?
When I was younger, I used to play with my mom's makeup a lot, and I really started finding a passion for it when I started getting older. And then eventually my mom started me a business, and adults started booking me for their kids' birthday parties, and I started going to more events, and it was just I feel like it was opening up more doors for me.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like I want to do more stuff as I get older, but I really like the fact that I did it when I was younger to experience all that stuff.
How does it feel whenever you do these women makeup and you see the way they feel afterwards?
It makes me feel happy about it because I love to put smiles on others' faces. I'm very sweet, a sweet person.
Yeah.
And to see that I'm making others happy makes me happy.
Now, Q, on top of her making everybody happy and doing this, she's also, doing all the things in school, maintaining an AB average. I mean, that's not easy to do.
No, it's not easy. I mean, I was once in school. I'm not going to lie, Megan. I struggled a little bit to keep up that AB honor roll. But how do you do it with being so involved with the community? I know, of course, your mom is a business owner, which I'm sure is that where the inspiration comes from with being a makeup artist?
Yes, most definitely. Even whenever I go to the salon with her, I was with her the whole summer at the salon. It helped me find another passion for hair also. So I'm exploring out for more things, but I really like it.
Aaliyah, what would you want to tell, because the grade that you're in now, I feel like you've made it past the heart, you know what I mean? 6th, 7th grade is real hard. What would your message be to other girls and maybe, some of the kids that are going through hard times?
I feel like you should treat others the way you want to be treated. because I feel like it always comes back to you. And I feel like helping others also would play an important role in that. I learned that myself.
Megan, we need more Aaliyahs in the upstate.
So true, especially in that middle school age, y'all. I know some people think, oh, I'm being so cool, I'm making fun of somebody. No, it is not cool.
It's not.
No, it's not cool. I was a kid that was once bullied as a child, so I understand. I overstand.
And I also lost passion for makeup whenever I got into 6th grade and 5th grade, because I've been in middle school since 5th grade, but I used to get bullied a lot for what I did, and others, I feel like they were really jealous of me, but I lost the passion. But I eventually regained that passion, which I'm very happy that I did, because I don't want to let others put me down.
And don't you ever let anyone put out that light. And you nailed it. The reason people made fun of you is because they were jealous and they were not doing the things you were doing.
But Megan, now they have a reason to be jealous. It's because she's an upstate top teen, and she's going home with $500 in gift card prizes too.
Awesome, girl. That's one way to make the haters be like, now talk.
So family, if you want to be a part of Ingles Upstate Top 10, you can head to our website at 963theblock.com, nominate their teen there, and of course we'll go through those nominations. If chosen, you could be like Aaliyah Haygood.
Yes, congratulations, Aaliyah.
Thank you so much.
QL. Thank you, Ingles. Very cool. Well, food and mood, they can go hand in hand. And we are joined today by health and nutrition coach Bonnie Papajohn. She's a women's health coach who specializes in menopause and weight loss. Girl, we could talk forever and ever. So we're just going to kind of start with today's segment on food and mood. You say it can affect you.
Yes.
I know sometimes if you eat too much, it affects you that way, but other foods can that kind of affect like your mood?
Exactly. So we need to think about food, not only it's fueling our bodies, which is what we think about all the time, right?
Right.
How we can get through the day. But you also need to think about food as fueling your moods. So the brain-gut connection is very, very strong. And there's a lot of talk about the microbiome and the health of that. And so we know that if we get a good, clean, solid gut, our brain's going to be healthy and happy as well.
Right.
So I kind of like to talk about like dopamine and serotonin. I think those are the two most popular neurotransmitters everybody's familiar with. I'm sure you've felt like, oh, I had a dopamine hit today, or you know, that kind of thing.
I just got back from vacation. I had hit after hit after hit.
Right, exactly. It's perfect. So we can actually make that happen ahead of time by eating the proper foods for that. So dopamine is your focus, your feel good, your motivation, and so there's certain types of foods that we can eat to fuel that neurotransmitter in our brain. And I brought some examples today too.
Yeah, we want those
you want to
foods.
chat
Tell us
about
those.
So what we want to do basically is eat the rainbow, and you want to look for more whole foods as opposed to ultra processed foods, a lot of sugary foods. Dopamine specifically, you've got green tea, dark chocolate, which everybody thinks, well, if I have to eat healthy, it's not going to be good. Well, it is going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, you get to eat chocolate, y'all.
Right. I made some dark chocolate.
I mean, those look amazing,
chia
by the way.
seed, blueberry walnut cups, and that's the perfect dopamine hit, guys. And it's very healthy. It's 70% dark chocolate, so it's a really good healthy snack. I always go for the 70% or higher dark chocolate is really going to be your best bet. Pair something like nuts with some yogurt for a good boost as well.
And nuts fill you up too.
It fills you up and it satisfies you, Yes. And we know 90%, the other one is serotonin, and 90% of serotonin is made in the gut. So once again, we got to keep.
These are great, Bonnie.
Aren't they delicious? Really good. Yeah, and they're very easy to make. If anybody wants a recipe, let me know. I can send it your way.
These are great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what about like, I mean, apples?
Right.
Apples like the easiest.
Yes.
And there's so many things you can put with it too. If you're like, I want something more than just.
So a great snack combination with the apple would be almond butter, peanut butter, sunflower butter with the apple in the afternoon instead of crackers or chips, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you want to try to take some of the stuff that you might normally think of eating, like the ultra processed foods that our great grandmother would not have eaten because it wasn't around.
Right.
And replace it with really good nutritious foods that are good now. Banana and almond butter. Dark chocolate and almond butter and a banana is a really good combination.
Yeah.
Beans, legumes. A great combination too is nuts. I did nuts with dark chocolate. It was a great little trail mix to keep with you.
I love the sweet and salty mix.
Yes.
Like you're
Perfect
you're
combination.
hitting all moods. You do a lot of, work, with women, and we'll have you on more to really talk like the menopause stuff, because that's a whole game changer. Can people get in touch with you and make an appointment?
Yes.
How does that work?
They can find me on Facebook or Instagram. They can also go to my website, is DahliaHealthAndNutritionCoaching.com.
Okay.
And they can contact me through email, make an appointment, text me. I'm pretty easy to get in touch with. I work with us. Very few people, because I want to give everybody white glove service, so I don't take on a lot of clients at once. And it's wonderful, and I'm very passionate about what I do, and I want to help as many women in the area as I can.
It's amazing what happens too when you're feeling bad and you start looking at what you're putting in your body, you start stripping it away, and you realize you really have to rebuild it from the bottom up.
So you want to think about your future self, not like what am I going to eat now that's going to make me feel good, but what can I eat now that might make me feel better in an hour.
So
your future self.
Just because it tastes good for 1 second, is it worth it in an hour? No.
You're going to crash.
Yes, or
Thanks,
you're going to have the
Bonnie.
guilt. So
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
a whole
There's
other
all another
thing.
story.
Yeah, thank you, Bonnie, for
you.
information right there on the screen.
Thank you. From bike taxis to nutritional information, all types of things, inspiring teens. That's what you get when you miss Your Carolina each weekday morning at 9 o'clock.
So don't miss it. So you don't miss out on any of these. But I love the food segments like this because it's real food and real snacks that real people can throw together.
Exactly.
Busy moms, we need easy and healthy.
Exactly. Well, my parents are probably wishing we had this back when I was in school. But that's why we have Your Carolina. We'll see you guys weekday mornings here at 9 o'clock and then back here on WSV Plus for The Sizzle. Have a good one.